Most serious car issues begin with small warning signs. In fact, according to industry reports, over 70% of major engine failures could have been prevented with early diagnosis and routine maintenance. Even more shocking, drivers spend an average of $1,200 a year on preventable car repairs. Today, we're diving into the 7 key symptoms of a failing purge valve, a small, often overlooked part that could leave you with costly repair bills. Stick around until the end of this video, because I'll also reveal a simple trick that could potentially save you thousands of dollars in repair costs. But first, let's quickly understand what a purge valve is and why it matters. What is a purge valve? The purge valve is a small, solenoid-operated valve that is part of your car's evaporative emissions control system, evap. It's responsible for controlling the flow of fuel vapors from the charcoal canister to the engine, where those vapors are burned during combustion. This is not only good for the environment, but also helps your engine run cleaner and more efficiently. Most purge valves are located near the engine bay, often mounted on or near the intake manifold or connected to the charcoal canister via vacuum lines. Let's explore some of the key symptoms of a failing purge valve. Symptom 1. Check engine light, a failing purge valve. It can trigger evap-related trouble codes like P0441, P0446, or P0455, all pointing to an issue in your vehicle's emissions system. Now, here's the tricky part. Those codes don't always clearly say purge valve, but if you're seeing one of those evap codes along with other symptoms we'll cover in a moment, it's a strong clue that your purge valve may be stuck open, stuck closed, or failing to seal properly. You could take your car to a mechanic for a diagnosis, but there's a quicker and more budget-friendly option. Use an OBD2 scanner to check the codes yourself in just minutes. I've linked a solid, beginner-friendly scanner in the description below. Just 'cause that check engine light stays off doesn't let your purge valve off the hook. These sneaky little parts can fail quietly. Let's move on to even more serious symptoms. Symptom 2. Hard starting after refueling. Now here's where it gets even trickier. Your engine cranks longer or struggles to start right after filling up at the gas station. That's a textbook sign of purge valve failure. When the valve is stuck open, excess fuel vapors flood the intake, disrupting the ideal air-fuel mixture and making it harder for the engine to fire up cleanly. This symptom often gets worse over time and confuses a lot of people because they only associate bad starts with battery or ignition issues. But if your car consistently starts fine, except after refueling, it's time to take a close look at the purge valve. Symptom 3. Rough idle or engine hesitation, but it doesn't stop there. If your engine feels like it's struggling to breathe while idling, a faulty purge valve might be behind it. You might feel your car shaking slightly or hear it sputtering when you're just sitting still. That's because too much vapor is entering the intake when it shouldn't be. It throws off the engine's balance, making it run rough or even hesitate when you tap the gas. It's uncomfortable, inconvenient, and easy to overlook until it gets worse. Symptom 4. Failed emissions test. And when emissions season rolls around, this small problem can lead to a big failure. A stuck or leaking purge valve means more unburned hydrocarbons get released into the air, and your vehicle likely won't pass inspection. It's a headache no one wants. But here's the good news. Compared to other emissions-related fixes, the purge valve is usually an easy and affordable repair. Address it early, and you'll breeze through that emissions test with confidence. Before we go into other symptoms that will instantly impact your pockets, why don't you hit the like button and subscribe? Trust me, this is a sure way to stay off care troubles. Symptom 5. Poor fuel economy. If you find yourself visiting the gas station more often than usual, it might not just be your driving habits. A bad purge valve can mess with the engine's ability to burn fuel efficiently, leading to wasted gas and lower miles per gallon. Since it affects how fuel vapors are reintroduced into the combustion chamber, a malfunctioning valve can cause incomplete combustion or rich running conditions. Not only is that bad for your wallet, but it also increases your carbon footprint, so fixing it helps both your budget and the environment. Symptom 6. Fuel odor inside or around the car. If you catch a strong smell of gasoline around your car, especially near the front end or inside the cabin, that's a red flag. A stuck-open purge valve can allow fuel vapors to escape from the evap system instead of being safely burned in the engine. This isn't just unpleasant, it's a safety hazard. Fuel vapors are highly flammable, and breathing them in over time can be harmful. If your car smells like a gas station and it's not going away, it's time to check that purge valve before something more serious happens. Symptom 7. Engine surging or stalling while driving. Out on the road, consistency is key, but a bad purge valve can make your engine surge unpredictably or even stall mid-drive. That happens because the valve is disrupting the air-fuel ratio by letting fuel vapors in when they're not needed. This can feel like your car is lurching forward unexpectedly or hesitating when you try to accelerate. Not only is that dangerous in traffic, but it also stresses the engine and transmission. If your drive feels jumpy or jerky, don't ignore it. A failing purge valve could be to blame. How to test a bad purge valve. There are two main ways to test your purge valve: the simple manual method and the electrical method using a multimeter. Here's a quick guide on how to perform both tests accurately. Method 1. Manual or functional testing. 1. Turn off the engine and let it cool. This is important for your safety and accurate results. 2. Find the hose connected to the purge valve and gently disconnect it. It's usually connected to the intake manifold. 3. Unplug the purge valve hose. With the valve unplugged and no power going to it, try blowing air through one side of the valve using your mouth or a rubber hose. If air passes through, the valve is stuck open and needs replacing. If air doesn't pass, the valve is closed properly. 4. Turn the ignition to on, engine still off, and blow again. If air flows now, the valve is working. If still blocked, it might be stuck closed. Method 2. Using a multimeter. 1. Disconnect the valve's electrical connector. 2. Set your multimeter to measure resistance ohms. 3. Place the probes on the valve's terminals. 4. A good valve should read between 20 and 30 ohms, but always check your vehicle's specifications. If the reading is too high, too low, or infinite, it's faulty and should be replaced. How much does it cost to replace a purge valve? Replacing a purge valve typically costs between $100 and $250, depending on your vehicle's make, model, and where you get the service. The part itself usually ranges from $30 to $100, while labor costs add another $70 to $150. If you're comfortable with basic DIY car repairs, you can save money by replacing it yourself. Can a bad purge valve cause my car to overheat? While a bad purge valve itself won't directly cause overheating, it can contribute to other problems that might lead to overheating, such as a rich fuel mixture. Is it safe to drive with a bad purge valve? It's generally not recommended to drive with a bad purge valve for extended periods. While it might not be immediately dangerous, it can lead to increased emissions, reduced fuel economy, and potential engine damage. And there you have it, 7 warning signs your purge valve might be crying for help. Catch it early, and you'll save your engine, fuel, and wallet. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share your car questions in the comments, and hit subscribe for more expert auto repair tips. And don't miss our next video. Symptoms of a bad PCV valve. You won't want to overlook this one.